6 New Jersey residents filed a class action lawsuit yesterday against Governor Christie, the state of New Jersey, and the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. Al Jazeera legal contributor Jami Floyd is with us. Jami, good to see you again. Is it clear at this point that there was a crime committed at all, either on the federal or state level?
Well, nothing is clear at this
point,
is clear, but yes. What we do know is that federal investigators are looking into it, state investigators are looking into it, and lawsuits have been filed. So we know that at least some people think there is a possibility of legal liability and perhaps even criminal, civil and criminal liability. On the federal front, there really seems to be only one statute that would apply, and that is something called the Federal Honest Services Fraud Act. Can you believe that?
Yeah,
there is such a thing, and it was recently limited by the U.S. Supreme Court such that you really would have to have bribery or something very concrete for it to apply. So I don't think it's going to apply here, but whenever there's a federal investigation, Tony, there's always the possibility of obstruction cropping up. So people better tread very carefully as this investigation goes forward, or obstruction charges, federal obstruction charges could apply. Now, the state laws are a lot more promising because there is official misconduct, and those laws are very broad in terms of the ethical obligations of these officials not to violate their duties under New Jersey law, and that can be pretty broadly applied.
So Chris Christie yesterday said, I knew nothing about it, I was lied to. That is about as blanket a denial as you can have, that I've seen in a long time in a political context. There's some jeopardy here for him if anything surfaces, correct?
Well, the bottom line is, and I think you know this, he better be telling the truth. He better be telling the truth. And then there is the question of his ultimate responsibility when we get to the thing you raised at the top of our conversation here, those civil lawsuits filed by citizens of New Jersey, 6 of them so far, but they are filing as a class. Whether he knew or not, he could have some ultimate responsibility there. They're going to have a tough time establishing themselves as a class, and then there's the question of how much damage they actually sustained as a result of the traffic jam. We've all heard about the one woman who did die, the 91-year-old woman, but we should clarify she is not a member of that class that is going forward.
Jami, one more. Let's see, David Wildstein invoking the Fifth, totally within his right to do at this point, correct?
Absolutely. You always have that right. And I would advise, as I said earlier, obstruction is going to be one of the things these folks have to think about. I would advise people to be consulting with their lawyers before making any statements under oath.
Jami, good to see you. Jami Floyd, Al Jazeera's legal contributor for us. Jami, thank you.